Hello. Hey everybody, Murph here and welcome back to another video. Today I asked the question, can I run Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? And where should I run it? Let's have a look at the options. So let's start with our PC specs. Can your PC actually run the sim? It has to be noted that a DX12 capable graphics card is a minimum requirement. We can see from the minimum specs we're going to need Windows 10, a CPU, a Ryzen 2600X or the Intel i7 6800K. You're going to need a graphics card minimum of 4 gigs of VRAM, something like the Radeon RX 5700 or the GeForce GTX 970. When it comes to RAM, it's looking for 16 gigs, storage is 50 gigs, and an internet speed of 10 megabits per second. Moving on to the recommended spec. Well, again, Windows 10, an AMD Ryzen 7, the 2700X, or the Intel i7 1070K. They're looking for 8 gig of VRAM on your GPU. That's a Radeon RX 5700 XT or the NVIDIA GeForce 2080. We want RAM of 32 gigs. The storage is the same at 50 gigs, but the internet speed is now 50 megabits per second. For the ideal spec, again, Windows 10 is there, but they're looking for CPUs like a Ryzen 9, that's the 7900X, or Intel's i7 14700K. The GPU, they now want 12 gigs. That's the Radeon RX 7900 XT or NVIDIA's RTX 4080. For RAM, they want 64 gig. Storage, once again the same at 50 gig, but the internet speed 100 megabits per second. For part 2, let's look at the new cloud architecture, storage and internet. Well, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, well, it's powered by cloud-based architecture, which is a massive upgrade from its predecessor. This approach reduces the load on our local hardware. It shifts much of the heavy lifting and data handling over to Microsoft's cloud servers. As a result, even if your PC doesn't meet the ideal hardware specs, you should still enjoy a very good flight experience. The good news? Well, we don't now need hundreds of gigabytes of local storage for scenery airports, updates, world assets, all that jazz. With just 50 gigs on your hard drive, the cloud will take care of the rest, streaming high quality data in real time. Yes, we will have to have a local cache. The sizes, I'm not quite sure. I'm estimating 30 gig of a local cache should be sufficient. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Just remember, we're going to need a stable internet connection, be it from the minimum of 10 megabits a second to the recommended of 50 or even the ideal of 100 megabits per second. We're going to want that for the very best experience. So what about Xbox? What if you're planning to fly in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 on your console? Well, we have two options. We have the Series X and the Series S. The Series X is your best bet. It's more similar to that of like a mid to high range PC, while the Series S is more budget friendly, but offers less capability. When you look at the hardware specs, there's not really much between them. 16 gig as opposed to 10 gig of RAM, and there's some changes to do with the clock speeds on the CPUs. So what's it going to be? PC or Xbox? Well, if you're going the route of an Xbox console, I think that's going to be a great plug and play experience. Most of the heavy lifting will be done at the cloud level, so you can still enjoy a great experience in the sim. However, if you want to take full advantage of everything the sim can offer, including the vast array of hardware, add-ons from third-party developers, not to mention some of the online ATC like VATSIM or IVAO, I think the PC is going to be your best option. What about cloud gaming? I mean, the cloud has come on considerably well in the last 4 years, and it gives you access to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 without the need of a high-end PC or even a console. Some of the compatible devices to this date include any of the Fire Sticks, there's Android, iPhone, Windows 10, even MetaQuest. With cloud gaming, you can enjoy the sim from practically anywhere that has a decent internet connection. It's a massive leap for accessibility, lets you hop into the cockpit from a very wide variety of devices. So hopefully that answers your questions on what you get to experience Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 on. But what about when? We know the sim is due to release on November 19th. However, Microsoft have announced that they're going to open a tech alpha and beta for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 sometime in late October. This is your chance to apply to get early access to the sim in order to provide some feedback. Don't expect smooth flying. clear blue skies. There will be bugs, there will be issues. But the whole idea is to get your feedback so the developers can go off and have the sim in its best possible condition for the release. So I want to thank you all so very much indeed for watching. If I've left anything out, if there's other ways or other ideas, well, do be sure to drop them into the comments section below. I do look at all your comments, and if you do have questions, I'll be sure to get them answered. As always, do be sure to hit the subscribe and notification bell, and it'll let you know when our next video is live. Until the next time, you take care.